If I were to bring my accordion on a plane, on a tour, I don't know, somewhere in Asia, would the Luma Suite, I know now I'm, giving you a very difficult question. Would the Luma Suite protect my instrument if for some whatever reason I cannot bring it with me on board and it goes in the back?
I will not recommend not having used the accordion all the time because not only the accordion and the case, but the people who are handling that you can't control. So it is better to work with you in two parts, inside or under your seat, something. For example, in violin cases, there are other factories that also make good cases, and they say the same thing, that they will never recommend to have the violin away from in the airplane. Yes. Also because the temperature, the time, the other things that are stored with your case, and you can't control them. So many variables, and your life is there. So
yeah. Not to mention that they may lose one part of, or lose your instrument completely. So,
yes, exactly. Yes, this is having that apart. Yes. I think that the key is that it is a case. It is not a flight case. There are flight cases that are like for storing a trezzo. They are very big, very thick. Also have metal parts. So having a metal part. So in theory, for example, double basses go in flight cases because there is no option of having inside the aircraft, and they are protected. But the flight case is not for having in your bag, and the idea of Luma Suite was having in your bag, going with you to become a life partner in that way.
Okay, so the waist belt, how does it work? You strap it kind of like a backpack, or?
When you want the waist belt, the case is going to have two more rings in the bottom part. So you can attach there or not attach if you don't want to use the waist belt. But it is for longer distance. For example, 1 hour walking, we do the test with a French accordionist, and he said that it works like for 1 hour walking with his singer, and it was like, I can walk with my singer, but because the singer also was without traveling anything, only the microphone. Carrying anything. And he was carrying the accordion, and he was very happy. So, and also because in Holland and Netherlands, there are a lot of people who walk who ride a bike, and it was better for riding a bike because it held more tightly the case, because in the turns it didn't move so much. So this was the idea for that. Yes. For that occasion. And regarding the designs you say, the first one we think, because as you remember from the first question, I think I worked in Italy, and when I worked in Italy, I worked in Genoa, but I knew people from Milan. I meet Simone Fanciullace, who worked in a design studio, and then when I come to Spain and I had this idea about the cases, I contact him to make the first designs on the mold and something.
Nice.
So he was very, very, very specialized in furniture. But we have that idea of when you buy a very special furniture, you want to place at home, and everybody who is going to walk to your home will admire that, no? And if you have your accordion case in your home, there are going to be people who also like the accordion case and the accordion, but the two things, like something to have also stored, and it's going to be artistic. So it was the idea in the cases.